Hey, this is Game On 2000, and welcome back to another video. This is a little Christmas build hacks, 5 secret things you didn't know you can make in Minecraft, tutorials, whatever you want to call it. It's little tutorials on some things, some little Christmassy things that you can build. In Minecraft, I'm on the Bedrock edition. This is like the 5th time I'm making this video, so that's annoying. Yeah, I've had lots of ridiculous technical difficulties and stuff like that, but anyway, I'm super stressed out right now, but I don't want you to be, don't want to complain to you because tonight is Christmas Eve, and so I want you to have a good night. That is, if you're watching this on Christmas Eve, which if you are, don't stay on YouTube for too long. I mean, I appreciate you watching my video on Christmas Eve, which is when I'm posting it, but you know, you want to spend Christmas Eve enjoying the heck out of yourself. I mean, it's the last day of the Christmas season before Christmas Day, which is basically the last Christmas Day is where Christmas basically ends. It ends at the end of Christmas Day. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is enjoy yourself. Don't stay on YouTube for too long. Go have family dinner or something. And anyway, the first build that I want to show you is this pretty cool, realistic size, realistic looking elf on the shelf. You can't see its bottom legs, but yeah, this is it. And so what you're going to want to do is, of course, you have an armor stand in the wall, which is holding a banner that looks like an elf on the shelf. That's pretty clear. And now I'm going to show you how to make this elf on the shelf banner. That way you can, yeah, I'm going to show you how to make this elf on the shelf banner. You are going to need a banner, which is the color of whatever color clothes you want the elf on the shelf to have. So this elf on the shelf, he has red clothes, this one has green clothes. I most commonly see elf on the shelves wearing red and dark green clothes, but I guess if you really prefer some other color clothes, then you can. Just for fun, I guess I'm gonna do some blue clothes. But anyway, yeah. So you'll want to grab the color of clothes that the elf on the shelf has, and then you are going to want to grab some dye. You're going to want dye that is the color of your background. I have a wooden wall here, so I'm going to grab some brown dye for the wooden background. You're going to want one dye, which is the skin tone. It's going to be kind of like a Jack Frost kind of elf on the shelf. So I'm going to have some light gray skin tone. But yeah, I prefer, I mean, if you're doing ones like red or green, you should do like a yellow or orange skin tone, or whatever kind of, you can do pink if you want to. You can make an alien, do green, I don't know. But for this green and red, I did yellow and orange. But yeah, you want to grab a skin tone color, background color, which is the color of your wall, and then you want to grab the dye, which is the color of the clothes. So I'm going to grab some light blue dye, just like that. And now you want to open up your loom and do as I say. Okay, so you want to put your banner in just like that. And now what you are going to do is throw your background color in, just like that, and you're going to do these little side fill things. You're going to do both of them just like that. 1 and 2, and now you have the blue thing in the middle. Then you're gonna keep your background thing in. Actually, no, before you do that, throw your clothes color in and do this plus sign right here, just like that. Then throw your background color in, and well, no, I'd say do the small fill. Yeah, do the small fill on the top, just like that. Grab your clothes color again, and most commonly you want to use the same clothes color for your hat and your body. But I want this hat to be a different color, so I'm going to grab some cyan. So yeah, you want to grab the clothes color again, and you're going to do this little star shape right there. Grab it right there, And now you basically have the elf. All you need is the one skin tone color. I'm going to do a dot just like that. And now I have my little wintry Jack Frost kind of elf on the shelf, which is a little bit interesting, but that's cool. So anyway, yeah, now I'm going to get rid of all this, and now what you're going to want to do is, I'm sure you guys have seen other YouTubers do this, if you've seen any of these build hack videos, which is put the armor stand in the wall. So here I have my little table. This is where I'm going to be putting the elf on the shelf. And so I will dig out this space right here, and it needs to be you dig out behind the wall, and it needs to be half a block below the length of the table, just like that. Grab myself an armor stand, just like so. Place the armor stand down right here. Maybe if it'll let me. Yeah, there we go. There's my armor stand. I'm going to grab my elf on the shelf right here. Wait, no, actually it needs to be 1 1/2 blocks down. Not a half block. 1.5 blocks down. Throw my armor stand in there. Give it my elf on the shelf to the armor stand. And I'm going to crouch, and you can do whatever position you think looks good for having your elf on the shelf sit on the shelf. Let's see. I prefer one that actually has it touching the table like that. So I think 12 looks good. So I'm going to do 12, and what you want to do now is use the redstone blocks, or maybe levers or buttons, whatever you want to do to activate these pistons. You'll need pistons, and you'll need your wall blocks, whatever block your wall is made of, you'll need that too. And now you'll want to grab your piston just like that. Use your power source and power it up. And now if you look right here, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty trash and terrible. You can barely see it. So what you're going to want to do is grab a sea lantern, a lantern probably work, probably a torch too, some sort of light block like that, and dig out right next to the armor stand and place your light source right there. That way, at night or day, you will always be able to see your elf on the shelf. Although you shouldn't be seeing your elf on the shelf at night. That's when they need to fly off to the North Pole, so you gotta go to sleep. But anyway, now our elf on the shelf is right there. But as you can see here, this elf on the shelf, you can see a tiny bit of the armor stand's hand, which for this position, that's not bad. But if you wanted to do any other position, that maybe you have some sort of shelf on the wall, just like this. Like if you had a shelf right here or whatever, something that would make the armor stand like super obvious. Then you want to make the armor stand invisible. Now obviously you can't make the armor stand invisible in survival unless you wanted to do an invisibility potion, which still isn't the best, because you can see the particle effects. But if you want to make your armor stand invisible, then what you are going to need to do is grab yourself a command block. The command to grab a command block, you'll do backslash give @s at yourself, or you can do at A to do all players. If you have friends on your world, maybe they want a command block and you don't want to have to do the command multiple times. So give @s or A command, do an underscore like that, block. Just like that. That is what you do to get yourself a command block just like this. And you'll want to place it underground, and in the command block, I don't think I can remember the command, so I will put the command in the description down below, so go check the description. There should be a big obvious, this is the command for this command block, and you need to insert that command into the command block, into this command input. And I'll also put in the description what block type you want it to be set, what condition, the redstone, and all that. I'll set all that in the description below, so go look at that to put in the command for the command block. And now, in the description, if you're looking there right now while watching, where it says enter name here, you can put the name of the elf on the shelf. You can just put like invisibility. You can put whatever you want to have to make your armor stands invisible. I did the name of my elf on the shelf. If I go grab myself an anvil right here, I did the name of my elf on the shelf. My elf on the shelf's name is Charlie. So if I grab this name tag right here, backspace the name tag, and I put Charlie, it's spelled like that, that's how you spell his name, and you name the armor stand that name, then it will be invisible, just like that, and you actually probably want to do that before pushing the wall back into place. So yeah, you can do Charlie, you can do your elf's name, you could do invisibility, because maybe you want to just make lots of armor stands throughout your world invisible. Instead of doing your elf's name, you can just do invisibility or something. I don't know, but that is that. That is how you make a pretty cool, pretty realistic looking elf on the shelf in Minecraft. And now for the second one, we have one that's kind of like the elf on the shelf one, except it's a Nutcracker. I've already showed you guys how to do the invisibility command. I've already showed you how to push the blocks back into the wall, how to position the armor stand and everything, and put banners in there. You guys already know all that. I just need to show you how to make this banner. So what you're going to want to do is grab a banner that is the color of clothes you want the Nutcracker to be wearing. This Nutcracker is going to be wearing a white uniform. He is going to have, now you want the hat color. He's going to have a white hat. He is going to, his skin tone, I'll grab maybe like a, I'll do the light gray, kind of doing like a Jack Frost or kind of a winter Christmassy elf on the shelf and Nutcracker here. So yeah, you'll want to grab these, and I have another piano right over here. This little piano design using the looms for the keys and everything. That's pretty cool, and I conveniently have a loom right on me doing this. So you're going to want to place the clothing color right there, as the clothing color banner right there, and now you're going to get the hat color and put it in just like that. Hat color is white, and you're going to want to do the large fill just like that, where it fills halfway down the banner. And before I continue, I forgot, you need the background color. The color, I'm going to use brown because I'm using a wooden background. You can do whatever you want, but you need a background color, just like that. And you're going to do it on, well, actually we're going to do this outline right here first. Grab that. I believe you do the outline. Do you do the outline? Yes, I did do the outline over here, so yeah, you do that. The background outline, just like that. Put the background back there, and you want to do both of these little side fill things, just like that. Pull them out, and now what you're going to do is grab one dye of the skin tone that you want him to be, and put that as his face. Now I have this little wintry Nutcracker right here, and you guys already know how to put the armor stands down and all that. So now I have my new and improved little winter solstice kind of Nutcracker right there. That looks pretty cool. Be great decorations. People will come from my Minecraft Christmas party and they'll see that and they'll be impressed. For this next thing, this is a nativity. And I'm going to first off show you how to get the armor stands into place. Okay, so I'm going to first break all these ones right here. That was from one of the other multiple times of me trying to make this video. So what you want to do is you need to make sure that the armor stand's right arm is facing the way that people will stand and look at the nativity, if that makes sense. So so I have this little table here. with, of course, the lanterns to light up the armor stand, because if you don't light these up, they will not show. So I have these little lanterns here, and this is half a block underground and 1.5 blocks under this table. And in the middle, I'm going to place an armor stand, and that is going to be the baby Jesus armor stand. I'm going to crouch and put him into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Position number 12 is where you want to put him. Now, if you come now to the left, I'm going to put Joseph, and to the right, I'm going to put Mary. And so right above here, which is where you're going to have the characters, right above the baby Jesus armor stand, you're going to have this fence up here. And then on both sides of the fence, you're going to place an armor stand. But they'll both be facing this same way that you place the baby Jesus armor stand facing. So, place them just like that, and move both of these armor stands into position 12, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Both of them are in position 12. Now what you're going to do is use your pistons and redstone. I already showed you guys this. So you're going to use this and push both of these armor stands towards the fence. That way they're basically in the same block. And now you want to very carefully destroy the fence. You need to make sure that your cursor is outlining the fence, because if it's not outlining the fence, if it's like this, you're going to destroy an armor stand, and you don't want to do that. So destroy the fence just like that. Now break all 3 of these blocks, let these armor stands fall into there, and now we go on to designing the banners for these nativity set kind of characters. Okay. So first we are going to make the Joseph. So we're going to grab a yellow banner, because that is going to be the color skin Joseph will have. You can decide what color of like skin and eyes and clothing they all have. I'm just going to do what I prefer. So Joseph is going to have yellow skin, and so I'll also need some yellow dye for his yellow skin. He's going to have green clothes, and he's going to have brown eyes. Now for the eyes, you are going to need a creeper charge, and yes, this nativity is possible in survival, and yes, it is sort of expensive, so take that into consideration. But so we'll have this banner right here, and now we're going to immediately put the eye color in with the creeper charge banner. Now we have this little creeper pattern here, although Joseph does not look like a creeper, so you're going to throw the yellow, or the skin colored one in there, whatever color your skin is, and you're going to do the large bottom fill, just like that. That way all you have is these 2 squares for the eyes. And now you're going to throw the color clothes you want him to wear in. I think green looks great, so you're going to do this outline right here, just like that. And then you're going to do this small bottom fill, just like that. And now you have yourself Joseph. Now, we are going to make the baby Jesus real quick. Let's get rid of all these colors. Actually, no, I'm going to keep this. Baby Jesus is going to have different eye colors. I'm going to have him have blue eyes. So blue eyes, creeper pattern for the eyes, yellow skin color, and I also want him to have light gray clothes. I think light gray looks good for the baby Jesus. And come on. There. Now I will go down and grab myself one of these yellow banners, throw it in like that. Then you'll throw the eye color in along with the creeper pattern, just like that. And now you have this creeper here, just like we did for Joseph. You want to do the large bottom fill, just like that. You have those square eyes right there. And then you want to do the outline, just like this. And then you want to do this large bottom fill. The large bottom fill for the baby Jesus, the small bottom fill for Mary and Joseph. This makes him look a little bit more like a baby. It looks like he's cuddled up, wrapped in the swaddling clothes. So yeah, That makes it look like a baby. And now for the Mary's a bit more complicated, just a little. So I'm going to grab the yellow skin color pattern, skin color dye. Then you want eye color. I'll have her with some black eyes. And you want hair color, and you want the creeper pattern for the eyes. So you're gonna throw in the yellow banner pattern just like that. Not yellow banner pattern, but anyway, we'll make this this creeper face right here, just like we did for both Jesus and Moses. Now, or not Moses. I didn't say Moses. Sorry, my little sister. She always calls Joseph Moses. Yeah, you'll grab this right here. Now you have those two black eyes. Then you'll throw the hair color in. Make these 3 spikes up top, just like that. And then you'll grab the skin color and put a line straight down the middle. That way, all you have is these 2 spikes left. And now you'll get the hair color again. Outline around the edges. And now you'll get whatever color robe you want her to have. I think that the cyan looks great. Nope, I destroyed. Why did I do that? That's dumb of me. But yeah, here, let me grab my loom again. And now you want to put the color of clothing that you want her to wear in there, and do this bottom pattern right there. And now you have yourself your figure of Mary. Nope. Okay. And so now you guys know what to do. You put the Mary in there. Put the baby Jesus in there. And you put the Joseph one there. And there you have it. Now this Mary one here, she is a little bit in the wall, so I mean, I guess I can try and figure out if there's another position that would be better. But I don't want to go through all the all the tons of struggles I went through to try and create this originally. So let's see if any of them let Mary be in a good position. Okay, so I think number 12 is still going to be the best option for doing Mary, even though she's a little bit in the wall. But that's okay. Now, as you can see here, you have these spruce trapdoors that you want to place on both the sides. This birch trapdoor goes on top, a little bit above these spruce trapdoors. And I use a item frame and a nether star because I think it makes a really cool star for the nativity. And then you can use the pistons and the wood to push your wall back into place. And there you have your nativity. I think it looks really cool. Be sure to have those lights, that way it can light up and you can see the nativity characters pretty well, the nativity figures. Now for this next build, I have these 2 little trees. They're basically the same tree. Got the jungle leaves, the dark oak fences for the trunks. I have these item frames I have with stained glass in them. Item frames with yellow and red, stained glass for ornaments. I have this star with a daylight, or this redstone lamp with a daylight sensor on top for the star. And for this one, I have these end rods sitting on every spot of the tree that will allow the end rods to be faced up, so not like this, but just on places that will allow it to be like that. And then I have this beacon up here for the star, which that looks pretty cool. Those are pretty quick and easy to explain. Oh yeah, and also these the nether wart blocks, they make really good patterns for the tree skirt. So that's a cool thing that you should consider. Make really good tree skirt patterns. But anyway, and for the last build, last but not quite least, I'm gonna kill this witch right here. Stupid darn witch. You're annoying. Anyway, yeah, so this right here, this is a mistletoe, which as you can see is hanging from the barrier. I didn't want to make a roof really. But yeah, this is the mistletoe. I think the sweet berries make a pretty good looking mistletoe. And that is the last build for this video. I was trying to make a tree, like a good sized tree here. That completely failed. In fact, it moved when I wasn't looking somehow. But anyway, ignore that. All these, now you know how to make yourself a really cool elf on the shelf, a nutcracker, a nativity, some Christmas tree ideas, and a mistletoe. Personally, these three are my favorite. They're really cool. They're also really complicated, though. But that is it for this video. That is over 25 minutes long. I apologize for that. I took over 25 minutes of your Christmas Eve, if you're watching this on Christmas Eve. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hopefully will see you in the next video. Goodbye.